I'm here with Lisa Pulliam, and we just finished the webinar, 4 Steps to Riding Confidence. Lisa, we had so many good questions and comments coming in through this webinar. And for those of you that are just tuning into this, Lisa is a mental health professional. She is a coach, and she specializes in helping riders move past fear, nerves, anxiety, and move into finding calm and confidence. And we had some questions come up about this idea first of calm and confidence, but specifically about the new program that we've just released through HorseClass with Lisa, Finding Calm. So Lisa, I'm going to jump right in with one of the questions that our community has is some people have their own horse and some people ride school horses. So how can someone find a difference in their confidence if they're working with many different horses?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I think there's an advantage actually to working with many different horses because you get feedback that helps you realize that you're not the only part of the situation. We like to say problem. I hate that word problem, but we can have an experience with one horse over and over again and not figure out how to resolve it. But when we're riding a different horse, we get a similar or a different experience with that horse, and that's information that will help us grow. So I actually think that there is benefit to both, right? You can, if it's your own horse, you get to identify this is the problems that we are facing, and this is strategies I'm going to try to work this problem through to a solution. If it's with a different horse each time, you get to see how your work is showing up for that particular horse on that particular day.
Yes. Yes. And I agree, as a riding instructor, there's value in both, in having one horse that you're building a relationship with, and also, just as you said, being able to see how we show up, the state that we're in affects many different horses.
Yeah.
Another question, and this came in, we had so many people sharing their stories in the chat through this webinar, and you can still watch the recording, so you can get the recording link here. If someone has had an accident and a serious accident, and they are just in the recovery phase and maybe haven't even gotten back in the saddle, is this program, is Finding Calm, going to help with those next steps mentally of what that path forward is?
100%. In 2 ways. One, it gives that framework, that calm framework. And so reassessing, what does connection look like with my horse on the ground in the tack? What does connection with my trainer, my riding instructor, or my barn community look like? Assess, like, what is happening in me? What do I need to take care of in me in order to heal and grow? And we talk a lot about that in the course, like where were the issues before? Where are the issues now? And then learn, like, that's the L in calm, like, what do I need to learn in order to feel confident in going back into the tack? And then the M, what is my motivation? Do I want to ride? Why do I want to ride? What is the reason I'm riding? That is either going to build confidence, or it's going to give you permission to say, not now, right? And I think that is part of the journey of being a horse person, is adjusting expectations and giving ourselves grace and grit to move forward.
Yes. Yes. So we know too that oftentimes that path forward can be a combination of steps for the person, for the human, and also steps for the horse. And that was a question that came in as well, is how do I assess, is it me? Is it my horse? And where do I start? So how can Finding Calm help with that?
Oh, that's like one of my favorite parts, probably, is I love making little assessments of, check number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this particular thing. Am I having an issue at the mounting block? Am I having an issue at catching and haltering? Am I having an issue in the transition of the gaits? Like, what is happening with me? So there's assessments about riding and handling. And then there's the mental fitness assessment, which is, where is my anxiety, my fear, my apprehension, my worry showing up? And why? Can it narrow down to a particular situation? And then that information, both of those assessments, really give some clarity on moving forward. And then there's plenty of information on like, where's my horse at? And is this a good fit between me and my horse, or the horse I'm riding? Because sometimes it's not a fit. And being able to have something concrete to assess that with is helpful. So there will not be, this is not a magic genie, that you rub. Be like, tell me if I should keep my horse. It is a tool. I'm giving you a toolbox with tools in the toolbox to pull out and learn how to use those tools and then be able to fix the thing. Yeah.
Yes. And when someone is starting this program, so Finding Calm has 6 parts to it. It has 5 core modules, and it has the intro module as well. It has the full video program, as well as the printed workbook and the growth tracker that you will all receive. How long does it take? How big of a time commitment is it to work through this?
Yeah, it depends upon how deep you want to go and how to the nth degree you want to invest yourself. But I would say the average person could read each chapter in the book and do those assessments in less than a couple hours a week and watch the videos, right? Like that would be like diligently saying, I'm going to move through this in 6 weeks. And I'm going to put that finite goal on it, because if I drag it out any longer, I might not get through it, and having that kind of fixed period of time. But also, I think it could be 6 months. Some people like that savoring of like, I'm just going to read like 2 pages a day, and the next day I'm going to watch 1 video. And for that kind of personality, that drip feed is the way to win. And so I think it's really customizable.
Yes. And it's one of the things that I personally love about Finding Calm is it's a combination of really practical techniques, do
Mhm.
in the moment exercises to feel better, to take out to your very next ride. And it's also this structure that allows you to make the changes in your life, make the changes with your horse that in 6 months, you might look back to today and think,
Mhm.
wow, I had no idea that this much progress was even
Yeah.
possible.
Right, right. I think that's
Yeah.
absolutely true.
And another special bonus that we've added, so this is going back to that question about accidents. If any of you are listening, and whether you've had a big accident with a serious injury, whether you've had a fall, whether you have been in a situation that even you've recognized what could have happened, and now
Mm,
coming out of that are finding that you're reacting things differently, you're
mhm,
feeling nervous more quickly, you're feeling fearful. Elisa and I want to do a special class. This is going to be for students of Finding Calm that is focused specifically on moving past accidents.
mhm,
And we both have personal experiences to share here. And this is where I want to bring is my personal experience of moving through some accidents and some physical injuries, both with riding and also in other areas of life and how they affected my riding. And
mhm,
Lisa is going to be not only sharing her personal experiences too, but obviously speaking to it as a mental health professional and
mhm,
helping us understand the steps that we can take in the moment. Get back on the horse is often not the best answer or even
mhm,
possible
mhm.
to, what is the path to coming back. So that's going to be a special class that we're going to be doing together for new students in Finding Calm.
Yay. That will be really powerful, right? Because
Yes.
it's a specific need, and it's a specific process that each person can put into place.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I'm excited to share that.
Me too. Me too.
We would love to invite you to join Finding Calm. This is a program that is not only going to change how you feel about riding and horses, but it's also going to change other areas of your life. And I don't say that lightly, I really mean it. This
Mhm.
is what Lisa has put together in Finding Calm is very powerful material. And we're really excited to share it with you. So you can get all the details down below, and we'd love to have you join.